What's up, everybody? Want to talk about why I chose the career path that I did of teaching and coaching. When I was little, my grandfather was my best friend. I idolized him. I wanted to be just like him, wanted to do everything that he did. And he was a teacher and then a principal at a local high school. And he was principal at the high school for 21 years, which is pretty unheard of to be at one high school for that long. So I wanted to be just like him. And because of that, going into education was only the natural move to make. I decided, I wanted to be a teacher. And the reason I'm getting my master's is because I want to leave the administration option open. Getting the master's will open a lot more doors for me. It'll allow me to get an admin credential, or I could coach at the junior college level, which are both, goals that I want for the future later on down the road in the career. As far as the coaching aspect, after high school, once I realized I wasn't going to make it professionally, and I had my first daughter at 18, I had to continue going to school. That was non-negotiable. That wasn't an option. And I had to get a job. And so, that led me into coaching. Granted, it was much sooner than expected, but it was something that I wanted to do because it allowed me to stay involved in a game that I was passionate about, that I loved. And, even though I couldn't play, I could still be around it and be involved and make a difference in people's lives, much like you do as a teacher. So that's why I chose the career path that I'm in. How can I have more fun? I think as soon as the schooling is done and we're done with the master's program and I can go get the admin credential and get the admin credential work done, I think once all the extra work is done for me, then I can really start to focus on strengthening the relationships with the students and the players. I think that's why we all go into what we're doing. That's why we become coaches and teachers, because we want to make an impact on lives and make a difference in the world. And we do that by having positive relationships with the students and athletes that we encounter and that we work with on a daily basis. So building those relationships, strengthening the bonds in those relationships, I think those are the easiest ways to have more fun in the profession, because that's why we do it. So easiest way to have fun after all the extra work and added pressures and stress are done and over with. Then I can really focus on strengthening those relationships and then building more as the future goes on, and I work with more students and more athletes. Finding ways to enjoy success. I think oftentimes we get so caught up with winning, and coaching is a full-time job now because even single sports go year-round. We don't take the time to sit back and reflect. And I think just sitting back and reflecting on everything that you've done and everything that you've accomplished is the best way to enjoy it, because we don't really take the time to do that anymore. Even when you accomplish something huge or a major milestone, it's already like, all right, how can we get better? What do we got to do for next season? What players do we have? What do we got? And we don't take the time to just sit back and reflect, because throughout our careers, we accomplish so many things, whether it's winning games or, changing people's lives for the better and having a huge impact on their lives. We need to sit back and reflect, because the difference that's made is huge, and we need to enjoy that a lot more than we do. So that's the easiest way to enjoy the successes. Moving forward, despite failure, life happens. Negative things are going to happen to you. Things aren't always going to go exactly how you want them to. Everybody's going to experience failure. It happens to everybody, and I think it's how you respond from those experiences that define who you are as a person. And you need to, God doesn't make mistakes, and everything happens for a reason. And it's important that we, go through those experiences and we learn from them. We treat them as learning experiences, and we understand that we could sit around and pout and mope about it, but life's going to keep going, and everyone else is going to, keep doing the same thing they were doing. And in order for us to be the best versions of ourselves, we have to be willing to, strap up our backpacks and, keep trucking away and get back to work. So I try to explain to the athletes and inspire them to just keep them motivated, so that they know, hey, it's gonna happen. It's a part of life. You're gonna experience failure, but you have to bounce back from that failure and understand that, life's gonna keep going, and it's not gonna sit around and wait for you. So the sooner that you can, get back at it, you got to get up and get back at it, so you don't lose a step and you can keep going. So we want to be the best versions of ourselves, and we got to work at that every single day and use those experiences to improve and get better. That's it. All right, guys.